You're live.
And
we're live. Hello, everyone. We're going to wait till some people get on here. We have been advertising for a sweet connection now for the last few days. And we are so excited to come together and bring, it's not even really a new concept because people are doing this all over the place. We see it, the reel, the talk, the view. So a lot of people are out there doing this thing, but nobody can do you like you. So it doesn't matter how many other talk shows are out there, panels are out there, discussions. You bring your own individual self to any type of conversation, event, or discussion. And so when I spoke to some of my best friends, about coming together, these are women who I have honored that I have admired their opinions, appreciate their input, and have a great take and grasp on today's society, how to impact today's generation, the next generation. And so I thought if we bring all of these ideas together and let's just have an open forum conversation. That's where a sweet connection came in. It's not just for women. It's women on the panel, but we're women who want to bring together male and female so that we can talk about the different perspectives of what's going on in today's society. How is that really affecting us? How is it affecting our next generation? And so now that I see some people are coming in and joining us, we're live, and we're coming from Daphney Hilton's page, and we're still working out some of the technical difficulties, the technical things, but we're all coming together. So we'll start on this side and allow the lady to my right and your left to introduce herself.
Okay, everybody. My name is Daphney Hilton, and I am actually an artist as well as I speak, I preach, I do those multiple things. I work with young people. That's my passion, really, working with young people more than anything. I work with young people, and just really happy to be here. I don't know what else to say right now, but it's gonna come out. I'm thinking.
It's coming. And then here to my left and your right,
I am Vonda Dickerson, and I am an interior designer, and I also do event styling and planning. And the name of my business is Vonda Dickerson Interiors and Soiree Chic Events. And my sister Pat here and these lovely ladies, we have decided to come to you all live to discuss with you some of the issues of today, kind of get some different views and opinions. And we welcome you all to send us your comments and let us know what you think.
Exactly. And on the end?
Hey everybody, I'm Sonya McCauley. I'm a recruiter by day. I kind of jack of all trades, willing to help anyone in any way that I can, especially with different activities around the city. I love to volunteer, love to feed the homeless. So if you're down with feeding the homeless in the Atlanta area, please reach out to me. I go all the time feeding out the trunk of my car.
That's awesome.
Please reach out. We can give back in any way. I mean, just if it's nothing but some toothpaste up to a loaf of bread, we'll take it.
Wow.
So reach out to me, willing to help you any way that I can. And I'm happy to be here.
Hey. So as we see some people have logged on, hey, Neil Davis, thank you. And I see so many people have joined us. Timothy Jackson, Charles Lofton, Pinky Davis, Aaron Smith, Lanon, Tiffany Williams. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's just jump right into it. One of the first things that we want to do at the Sweet Connection, and this is a virtual meeting place, but we're hoping that this community can grow so that we can get to a physical meeting place and actually have a place where we can come and make a sweet connection. And so we're looking for that community to grow. Yes. And so one of the things that we wanted to talk about is what's news and what's not. What do I mean by that? We are such a social media driven society. We're doing this on Facebook Live, So we're a social media society. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, Twitter, anything. Your president, because I'm not gonna call him mine. Your president of Twitter. So I mean, we're a nation of social media. And so what happens a lot of times, we get our news source and information only from what's being pushed through our news feeds, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, what have you. Sometimes it can be true. Sometimes it's not true. Sometimes it's gossip. Sometimes it's just like the stars. Any publicity is good publicity. So they just want to have their name in the news. Well, if you've been on social media at all, some of the topics that we have seen this past week are our men, Black men in the news, with our women in the news. We've had R. Kelly, we've had Kevin Hart, and we've had Usher Raymond. Now, they've each got their own struggles. Mm-hmm. Everybody's struggling. The struggle is real. Now, when we talk about what's news and what's not, the reason I say what's news and what's not is because it is in the news, but is it really newsworthy? A lot of times we're talking about it because it's on our news feed, right, but it's not necessarily newsworthy because these are struggles that are affecting all of us, everyday people. And what we want to talk about we want to talk about it from the perspective of not gossip or just he say, she say, or what we think is going on, but how does the mindset that's driving these news feeds affect us as women and men today, our children, our parents? How is this impacting today's society and generation? Yeah. And so one thing that I want to ask the ladies to share in their own opinion is, let's start with Usher Raymond. The news, if you haven't seen it on social media, the news is he has paid out to a female $1 million for giving her herpes. Herpes is a sexually transmitted disease, if you don't know. So she contracted herpes. If you didn't know that, that's what it is. It's a sexually transmitted disease. You don't get it from the toilet seat. You don't get it from touching. You don't get it from rubbing or nothing like that. Wearing somebody's underwear. It is sexually transmitted. So they had sex. We know that. She was paid out $1 million. Oh, so we can assume this story is true because he paid her $1 million. Now, my question to the ladies is, because we're not really counting this newsworthy, but what in this story speaks to us as women? Because the facts came to be that the woman admitted that she casually had sex with Usher Raymond. Mm-hmm. This was a casual sexual partner. So my first question to the ladies on the panel is, how important is it to protect ourselves, or what are we doing for those people who are having casual sexual encounters with people? How important is it to protect yourself if you're going to do that? I'm not advocating it. I'm not saying that you should do it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but we're all grown. And if you are going to do it, or if that's what you're practicing, what is the responsibility of each person participating in the sexual act to first disclose information, but also protect themselves? And I'm going to let the ladies kind of share on whatever they want to say.
I'll fix my own camera. Go ahead.
I personally think you need to protect yourself. Like, no matter whatever you're doing, you need to protect yourself. You come first, your health comes first, everything comes first with you. No matter what a man tells you, no matter what the situation is, make sure that you are protected and taken care of at all times. And I'm just standing on that. And she moved forward with seeing green slime come out his penis, then hey, red flag.
And that was a problem for me when I read that, to say that one of the issues that she had, this female who won the $1 million lawsuit with Usher, was he lied to her in the sense that she saw a greenish discharge coming from his penis. She asked him, "Do you have anything?" He said no, and she proceeded to have unprotected sex. I'm trying to figure out where they do that at.
Yeah. So because to me, first and foremost, it is the woman's job and duty to protect herself. If you're not going to do that, if you're going to have unprotected sex with someone, then why not let's just go ahead and get our testing done. Let's have our pieces of paper to exchange and say, this is mine, show me yours. Okay? Before we go showing other things and getting into it to the point where you're seeing discharges and things like that coming out. But to me, if you see that and you proceed, then you're proceeding at your own risk.
Exactly. And this is my whole thing is, sometimes sex can be fly by night. Exactly. So you don't have time to do your paperwork and all this other kind of stuff, but at least be responsible for yourself. If you see something green and you said nothing wrong, well, use common sense. Nothing should be green.
Y'all didn't learn that in school, though.
No, you
know what I'm saying? That's not right.
Thing is, what was your motive? What was your motive? Exactly. What was your motive?
Right. Now, that's a good point, because so many times with these celebrities, people are doing these things knowing that they're having these kinds of relationships, not just with them.
Thank you.
So then, ting, 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 if something goes down, a lot of times I think women are thinking about more pregnancy than STDs.
Right.
And so then that's yet another way to get someone, to pay you off. But
Correct.
what's the payoff for you
Exactly.
if you're going to have something that's never going to go away?
Exactly.
And herpes
Taking
is one of those
medication
things
for the rest of your life.
for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
For the rest of your life. And me as a medical provider, when I worked, right now I work in cardiology, but when I worked in primary care, I would tell the young women that came into my clinic, I would say, it may seem romantic to lay down with the person for the first time in the dark with the candles lit, turn the lights on, check everything out.
Check everything.
Sorry.
I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. You need to check. That's not, don't just sneaking in under the cover. And be like, oh, boo, don't do that. Now turn the lights on.
I want to see.
You need to see everything. And then my other issue, and I do want to point out that Tiffany Williams did use a condom and don't be dumb. Thank you, Tiffany Williams.
Right, exactly.
And I tell my young girls, and I know you have young girls, again, I'm not advocating premarital sex. I'm not saying that. But if someone comes to you and they're telling you that they're having premarital sex, then at some point we have to show them some responsibility and how to protect themselves. And I'll tell girls, you carry condoms in your purse.
Exactly.
If the feeling hit and dude don't have one, you have one. And if you don't respect yourself, someone else is not going to respect you.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm not talking about you, Maya. I promise you I'm not. This young lady, I'm talking about my daughter. My thing is, as a parent, you know how you were when you were young. Mm-hmm. You know what you were irritated with, what types of condoms or whatever gave you irritation. I told my daughter, I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. You got to be responsible. Tell me, okay, try these. Don't use these. It has fragrances. It has perfumes, all this kind of stuff. You can't do that because mommy can't do it. Mm-hmm. So you can't do this. This is what you need to do. Then you need to ask him, well, what size was that you used the last time? Because you don't want to get to a medium if he's large.
That's education. It's education. Right. And we can't be afraid to educate our children.
I'd rather for you understand it now than you come to me and say, mommy, guess what?
Yes.
So if you do come to me, there is no excuse. That's what you wanted.
Right.
Because you've already been educated.
Right.
This is how you do that. And then think about it. This is your body. It's not his body. Mm-hmm. Number one is you shouldn't be doing it until you get married. Right. But in this today's society with videos and the music and everything, it's got 2-3 women on the side. I got to pop this, pop all the time.
How to do it?
I know, right? But you know what I'm saying.
Right. Have access to pornography at such a young age.
It's popping up on your phone.
Exactly.
Yes, it will pop up.
So my thing, I said that to say, even though we're not advocating premarital sex, let's be smart about it.
Yes,
let's just be smart about it. I mean, some of us are single and I know what you're doing, but I'm just saying, we make sure
that nobody business in the street. Right. We're not speaking. We're just saying just in case.
Because we know how it is in the heat of the moment. Protect yourself in the heat of the moment.
Exactly. And that's what we're looking at. It's not even that Usher Raymond is necessarily
say no and mean it.
Worthy. Okay. Yes. Whoever
just
said
say
that.
No and
just
mean
say
it.
no and mean it. Stop playing games. Don't go into a situation that could lead to something that you ain't really ready for. Don't go up to somebody's room at 2:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning.
That's what.
Right. Because your grandmother used to say, ain't nothing open at that time. The hotel leaves. And so don't go up there and then think of let's be responsible adults. And so I do agree with that. What was the ulterior motive? Because we're not even talking about a teenager. It does. And so then, I hate that Usher Raymond has his business out in the street like that. But now let's flip it to the man. Usher Raymond is a star. Yeah. Why are you putting yourself out here like that? Financially putting yourself in a position where you got to pay out.
Right.
Why are you putting your own self at risk with all these other? So it falls on both. I mean, we're women, so we're talking to women, but men, come on now.
We're talking to y'all too.
We're talking to y'all.
Jeffrey Murray. That's a man on here. Jeffrey Murray.
Yes, you have a whole lot of men over here too. Yes, Richard Drew.
Yes.
We need to hear from you.
And you've seen it time and time again. I don't know how many men have to fall prey to this before a light bulb goes off.
Athletes.
I mean,
especially the baby.
Politicians, all of these different people who come under this kind of attack. I won't say attack. Let me take that back, because I don't think that necessarily is an attack from a woman.
Right.
If she's being opportunistic, because I think that he's being opportunistic too. If he seizes that opportunity to have all of this sex with the women who are throwing themselves after.
I agree.
So for me, I think that the men really need to start paying attention. Stop thinking that I won't be the one that gets caught up in it.
cockiness and being prideful.
It's arrogance, it's pride, it's ego.
And then as a black man, understand and respect your legacy.
That's
Come
a good
on
one.
now.
That's a good one.
I think the
That's
Holy
good.
Spirit said, respect your legacy.
Yeah.
Stop just
There
putting
it
the
is.
seed everywhere.
Yes.
Just stop planting seeds
Yes.
just everywhere.
Exactly.
And grow up this next generation. You be responsible for what you're putting out here.
And
You
that's
know,
why I was so proud of our president, because nothing ever
Number
came out.
44.
Right.
Yes.
Nothing ever
Yes.
came out. He's not a perfect man by any means.
Right.
No man is, no woman is.
Right.
But nothing came out
Yeah,
that
nothing.
changed him,
Nothing.
his legacy, or his family.
and if it was something out there, they would have found it.
Exactly.
Our first black president,
I mean, he was
they
under,
would have found it.
you know,
So this is for men and women. Let's
Yes.
protect that.
Yes.
So one of the other people that's been in the news this week, of course, was R. Kelly. And the women. None of them, to my understanding, were underage, though, right? They were all of legal.
Everybody,
Okay,
to my
they were
knowledge,
adults,
everybody is grown.
Okay.
Yes, they were.
And so the issue
They're
was
young but grown.
yeah, but they're all adults
Yeah,
and can make
exactly.
decisions. So he was in the news because he's got these women in the house and it's supposedly a cult or, but then the differentiation came, well, what makes him different than Hugh Hefner, who had a Playboy mansion and called him bunnies?
Right.
But when R. Kelly does it, it's something different. It's not
Sex
advocating it. But again, I think we're going back to that same mentality of people are looking for 10 minutes of fame, 2 minutes of fame.
Mhm.
But what are we willing to do as women and as men, but especially because this is more about women for this story. Don't sell your soul. Don't sell yourself just because you think it might be a big break or because you can get a song or a video. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
Yeah.
We hear that all the time, but again, where are the parents here? Where are the parents to say don't go over here? Where are some mentors in these young women's lives to say this might not be the
They
best
too
for you?
busy twerking. They too busy out
Tell
there
the
trying to
truth.
get the money.
Tell the truth.
The grandmamas, that all the big mamas gone on. I think personally, not saying every woman, but a lot of them with the younger kids, their mamas out in the club. They at no sleep Miami weekend.
because we run into this situation where
treat your body as a temple.
where we are looking younger ourselves, and there's a time where people are comparing you and your daughter and saying you look like sisters rather than mother-daughter, and I think that some women kind of get off on that. One day my boyfriend and I were talking about it, and we're looking on Facebook and we're seeing moms dressed like their daughters. Okay.
Yeah.
And so instead of he said, well, back in the day they would have called you a hussy, and now they call you a thought. Well, we just gonna call the mama a thussy. That's a new term that we came up with. But I think that's a part of it. When you don't have moms and grandmothers, because some of them are young, you don't have them giving the kind of advice that these young women need, then that's how they fall prey to.
Stacey King said some women or men are still have a character as a boy and a girl.
Oh,
That's sad.
Yes, and that is so true. Sad, but so true.
Yeah, that's
because
sad.
growing old is inevitable,
Yes.
but growing up is optional.
Right.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, a lot of people haven't opted in to grow up. We're just getting older, but we don't want to grow
But
up.
you get a lot of people like that. It's a lot of people like that, and for so many years, it's been acceptable.
Yeah.
We just accept them for who they are. No, somebody need to pull them to the side and say, look,
Right.
I mean, you are grown. Let's be grown.
Yeah.
I make that statement all the time. Let's be grown about it.
Yeah.
Let's not, well, I know what the rules say and the principles say. No, let's just be grown about what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
We have to take responsibility of us being adults and acting accordingly, not, throwing tantrums and, you get a lot of that, especially with grown men and women. They throw tantrums, they mad, then they want attention, they do stuff to get attention. It's like, why you have to dress like this? What is that you're missing? What happened? What are you missing from childhood that you feel like you just have to be
You
so
didn't get
open
that
and
validation.
wide like that?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put it back even on to social media. I love it as a medium, but you got to think about all the young women, all the young men, and adults now who get so much validation from all of those likes
Right.
Yes.
that it gets kind of confusing as to what we're supposed to be doing and how we're supposed to be representing ourselves. So when you get, again, young women seeing us doing out there looking for the likes and the fame that really doesn't translate into real life. But you can't then have a conversation with someone and tell them what they shouldn't be doing if you're doing the exact same thing.
And so we do have a responsibility, whether you have, I think I posted this either on Instagram or social or Facebook. We have a responsibility on social media, I think, as responsible adults. Whether you have 10 followers or 10 million, you are influencing and impacting others. And you don't know who's watching. You don't know how. And so I think as responsible adults, one of the other reasons for a sweet connection are to bring like-minded, smart, forward-focused people together to help impact in a positive way, where we're not necessarily focusing, okay, everybody's talking about Usher, everybody's talking about R. Kelly, and we're going to talk about Kevin Hart next. But we want to talk about it from the aspect of how is this, number one, affecting, what's the mindset that drives us into this news story? And then what can we do that we don't become that person? We don't want to be those people. And still asking, thank you guys. Let me just stop, commercial break. Oops, boom, 2 and 2. Thank you so much for joining us. But we want you guys to give us some comments. Let us know what you think. This is an interaction, a connection between two people. We're connected with you. We need you to connect back with us. So let us know what you're thinking. Final topic of what's news and what's not is Kevin Hart. Now, what was Kevin Hart in the news about? Well, it's a good one. Kevin Hart was found smooching, kissing another woman in his car at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's married. Wow. And it wasn't his wife. Wow. That was the initial story. The story later came out that maybe it was just a misrepresentation. It just kind of got out of hand. I think a story got legs and just ran off with itself, but it was something innocent. He really wasn't kissing anyone. He hasn't really addressed it. He says it's just not even worth addressing. So what are we looking at? Your signal is weak and freezing. My signal is weak and freezing? Okay, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go another way. Thanks, Stacy, for letting me know.
Is mine freezing and weak? No.
Daphne is also on, so we're having trouble.
But yeah, we get it from an angle. I don't like my angle.
So the question is, what is, someone gave it to me, avoid the appearance of evil. But what is the appearance of evil? If you feel like you're being a responsible adult, you're not out there doing anything you're not supposed to do, you are being innocent, is he wrong for talking, and not just him, but I'm saying us, men and women, interacting, having platonic relationships, and you're just talking to someone and someone else sees you and misconstrues it, and then start spreading something that's totally not true? Is that your responsibility because you were talking to your friend and you kind of maybe it didn't look right? Or is it the other person's responsibility? And I'm going to let you guys kind of take it from there, and I'm going to see if I can get on Facebook Live from here.
I don't know. In terms of responsibility, so let me get it straight. Someone saw them and then they put it out there. And so the question is it Kevin Hart's responsibility to clarify that?
Exactly.
Well, first and foremost, it's his responsibility to clarify with the person he's married to.
Right.
He's only been married for but a minute.
Exactly.
But if he's doing something that doesn't look right to her, that's his first and real responsibility.
Exactly.
Barring that, I mean, I think as a celebrity, so often we get caught up in our celebrity that we think that we have to respond to everything.
Yeah, we don't.
When you don't.
That's very good point.
You don't owe everybody everything because your life is so out there. You owe yourself and you owe the people that are believing and trusting in you. But Kevin Hart doesn't owe me anything. I don't know him personally. I don't know. It's not news to me, really.
Right. It's not news to me either. Mind your business. I don't care. It could have been a family friend. It could have been her best friend. You don't know.
It could have been his
It could have been planning the baby shower. Who knows?
That's so true.
Who knows? He's a busy man, and maybe he could only meet up at 2 o'clock in the morning to plan the baby shower, to discuss a surprise, with her. Who knows? We don't know. And I really don't.
And my whole point is with that is, as long as the wife is not having an issue with it, why is everybody else having an issue with that? Yeah, they could have been in the car 2 o'clock in the morning. He's an entertainer. So a lot of times they at clubs. Yes. Why? Because they're branding. They need to be out. People need to see them. So my thing is, if they are, so what?
And believe it or not, it's a revenue stream. It's a revenue stream to make appearances at different venues.
Exactly. So mind your business, number one. And if wife is okay with it, because even when I was married, I used to tell my friends, don't come back and tell me nothing what my husband is doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you know why? Because I really believe that God will reveal it in time. I'm not going to snoop.
Intuition.
I don't need to do all that. We don't need to do all of that. Intuition. So don't tell me nothing. So mind your business. That's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Because
everyone doesn't get a piece of it
Yeah.
just because you're in the public domain.
Exactly.
We really don't know.
Exactly.
We don't know.
Exactly.
Right. So those were some of our, let's see, we appreciate the hearts, appreciate the thumbs up and the likes.
We do. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And I do see that my signal is a little crazy, but now I'm kind of like in the middle of it and I don't know what to do. And it could be, I'm on Google Chrome. Now, I'm not as high-tech savvy.
Yeah, because we're black and white. See,
Look, oh yeah, Stacey King is right. So
I'm nice and calm.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm signing off and signing right back on, but I'm gonna do it from my phone, unfortunately. And I'm gonna tell you what
Mine's not too big.
No, yours is great. This is what I want you guys to do. If you are not friends with Daphney Hilton or following Daphney Hilton, and she is tagged in this link right here, click on Daphney Hilton, and you're going to see a much better view of the live Facebook Live with the Sweet Connection, and click over to her. So we have 2 Facebook Live streaming simultaneously.
Right.
So what I should be seeing right now is people going right over. I should see her numbers going up with how many people have jumped on Daphney Hilton's page and jump on over there.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back on, I guess, from my phone because the signal is looking a little low. So you guys flip over to Daphney Hilton. She's tagged right there, and then we'll go from there. And then I'm going to try to sign off and
next
sign back
time
on.
we do this, everybody's going to be on. Everybody's going to have
Yeah. And so Daphney, you keep talking on yours while I sign off and get
laptop.
Yeah, I think it's
okay. So we're talking
while
about
we're finishing up.
heart.
Are we done with that, or anybody else want to weigh in on it? Is it news?
Mind your business.
I mean, I don't think it's not
Mind your
newsworthy.